it went from entry level to not. I was writing, and then I started a development department for them. I had like a slate of 6 scripts, and I learned a lot about, pitching and development and how to, we had pitches with like YouTube Red, and at the time, I think Tubi, and then there was that weird thing that started and ended really fast.
Yeah, the short video clip thing.
What was that called?
I don't remember.
We were pitching to them all the time, and so I learned a lot. And then I was directing on the weekends for my friends that had bands.
That's awesome.
And then I met a director a roster director who I was writing with a lot. And he's a writer, and so he didn't really need me. But it would be times when he was like on set, too busy, got someone, Green Day was like, we want to make a music video. And he's like, Cooper, I'm on set. This is my idea. Like, write this out, flesh this out. Then he would fix it, and then we would go back and forth. Anyways, we developed a really amazing relationship. And when I quit my job or left my job, he sent me projects that he wasn't available for. He was like, hey, like, they want me to pitch on this. I'm already on this. Like, why don't you pitch on it? And so that really opened up doors for me.
Amazing.
Yeah, he was like really, really supportive of my career, and that I'm so, so thankful to him. And
how do you then, though, branch out into commercials? So I get the music video, you're around that all makes sense.
Yeah.
But then how do you start? So I guess in general, how do you procure work?
Yeah.
You gotta say
every job. Slow. No, I paid for my first music video.
Oh, really?
I invested $2,000. I asked my friend who was in a band. I was like, "Can I use your song and make a music video?" They were like, "Sure." So I paid for my first music video.
Oh, wow.
So I had that in my senior thesis. And then the band liked the music video I did so much, they gave me $500 to make another one, which is
damn girl, give me some
money though. No, that's no money. That's crazy.
You're talking to an actor.
No. Okay, I had I didn't get to keep the $500. I had to spend the $500.
Oh, I see. Got it.
It was a $500 budget. So I probably put money into it. So
got it. That's funny.
So like which it's called Mental Karate by Thumpasaurus. It has like a ton of views. BuzzFeed picked it up. It was like,
oh, wow.
I spent the money on getting karate outfits for the guys. I think we rented a camera from a friend. It was just like I think it was just a DSLR. And then we asked a guy to come like bounce like light on the, in the day. That was it. I edited it with the musician, and then we paid a graphics guy. So whatever. Everything I've done and how I've gotten into music videos and commercials, I paid for my first jobs.
Wow.
So I paid for a spec commercial, and then I also edited music videos that had product placement into commercials. Yeah. So I did a Zac Brown Band music video that Benjamin Moore Paints had product placement in, and so I took all of that footage and edited it into a spec commercial.
Smart.
Yeah, and like there's other music videos that I had like, a Nikki Lane music video I had some Slow and Low, which is a whiskey stuff. And you get so much content, you shoot for 12 hours for a 3-minute thing. Like, there's so much content.
Yeah.
You can put a 15-second spot together, record yourself doing a voiceover, show some like beautiful images, be like, with Slow and Low, the life's always moving, whatever, like,
but
there
then,
you go,
okay.
a 15-second spec.
Okay, but then what do you do with that? Do you approach Slow and Low, or do you take it to like producer, like, or do
production companies?
Okay,
production companies that are getting bids from brands and agencies.
Yeah,
and they need to put up directors.
Right.
So they're like, oh, this alcohol company, this tequila company, let's send the Slow and Low thing. Like, oh, let's send like, oh, sweet dad and daughter painting together. There's a family commercial. Let's send that, and they sent my other stuff. So they have to send work to these brands to prove what you can do. So yeah, so you make specs, then you reach out to production companies, commercial production companies.
So that's on you though. You're like doing that all by yourself. You're just constantly reaching out to production companies, basically.
Yeah, but they also reach out to you once they see you and see your work on social media. So I haven't reached out to a ton of commercial production companies. A lot of them have reached out to me, but I have, like, I followed a producer on Instagram. She posted on her story, like, do I know any female directors? And I was like, yes, you do. Hi. I mean, we don't know each other, but we can,
Right.
you know, or like it's crazy. But like another producer guy posted, he was like, hey, like, I need someone that's worked with kids that is bilingual. I'm not bilingual, but I'm Mexican. Like, what is it? Let's figure it out.
Yeah.
And like, we didn't work out, but we got to know each other, and he has my reel and he has my work. And so, yeah, I mean, but also they see you and then they'll reach out to you because if Microsoft or whoever is like, hey, I need a commercial, and they don't have any director to throw at them, they look stupid. So they also need directors and work to send them, because they can't send work unless they know directors and have work to send.
So at what stage then do you become, I don't know the term, quote unquote, rostered on a production company? Because a lot of production companies I see, like when I have a callback, I look them up and stuff, and I'm like, oh, they have 7 directors listed on their website.
Yeah.
At what point do you do that? Is that like a contract then you would do?
Some make you sign like not like contracts, but also you can be non-exclusive with production companies, but on their website so that they can advertise you. So I've had that situation.
Got it.
At places. I've had exclusive relationships with production companies. And then where I'm at right now is I have great relationships with a lot of production companies, and they ask me, hey, this came across my desk. Can I send this for you? Or is anyone else sending this for you? And I'll say yes or no. And I will say yes, but I haven't had the point where 2 companies have come with the same job, because sometimes an agency is going to company A and company B. And if I know company A and B, if they both can't put me up, so I'd have to pick, like, that's never happened, but they always say, like, please let me know if someone else is putting you up. It's up to you. And the times I have been rostered and on people's websites have been when I really needed work and when I've been earlier in my career. I think at this point, I've learned that if you're going to be rostered, you should have a really good relationship with these people, and you should only want to work with them, basically, and know that they are putting you up for all the jobs that come your way.
Yeah.
You know, it's because if they get one commercial and they have 10 directors, like, how are they, if they know you're the right fit, but like Billy more, are they going to send Billy? You know, like, you need to have a good relationship with them, and that they know your voice and they know if you're right for this project.